everybody, it's Ashley Wheat. Everybody knows that if you're in the job market, it's essential to have a good resume on hand. But there's another tool that a lot of people sometimes fail to use or fail to use properly, and that is a cover letter. And a cover letter can be essential because it can not only explain some things that are in your resume a little bit better, but it also is a chance to show your personality and show the hiring manager how excited you are about the potential position. So I'm going to tell you a few tips on how to write a great cover letter. The key point to remember when writing your cover letter is that you want to show how you can be an asset to the company. So your resume is already going to list all your education and work history, but your cover letter can be used to show how that education and work history will benefit the company that you're trying to work for. Your cover letter can also be used to fill in any gaps on your resume. Say, for instance, you had to take 2 years out of the workforce. You could have been studying abroad or doing military service. You can put that in your cover letter. And also, if it was something more personal, like you had to take off to care for a sick child or a sick parent, something like that, you might not want to put as much detail in because that can be used against you as bias. Because say you have a child with a chronic illness, they might be able to say, well, this child might be sick again a lot in the future, and we might not want to hire this person because they might have to take off a lot. So just be careful about sharing too much personal information. And if it is a situation like that, then you can just list that you were out for personal reasons. Also, if you did any work from home while you were out of the official workforce, then you can explain that in your cover letter as well. But just like in a resume, you want to try to make sure that you are listing the stuff that is relevant to the job that you're trying to get. When you're closing your cover letter, you want to be direct and ask for a personal interview. You can also let the hiring manager know that if you haven't heard from them within a couple weeks or so, that you will follow up. So that way they know that you really are interested in this position. And you definitely want to proofread. Make sure you are double checking for spelling, grammar, and style. Let's look at an example cover letter. Our mock job applicant is going to be Ms. Nita Gigg, and she is applying for the executive assistant position at RBG Enterprises. Mr. Will Heyer is the hiring manager, and we'll break down the different sections of her cover letter. A cover letter is going to follow the standard block style of letter writing, the same style that we learned way back in elementary school. So I'll give you a quick refresher of how that should look. The first thing up top is going to be your header, and that's going to be bold and stand out with your name, contact information, and everything. And with Nita's, I did hers in the same style that we did our mock resume. And if you haven't already watched the resume video, please be sure to check that out too, so you can get some useful tips there. After the header, you're going to have your date, the recipient address, and greeting. So you want to type out the date with the month spelled out and space down 2 spaces. You want to type in the hiring manager's name, the company name, and address, then space down 1 space. You'll generally want to greet the hiring manager with Dear Mr. or Miss and insert their last name followed by a comma and space down 1 space. If you don't know the hiring manager's name, you can say Dear Sir or Madam, but please make every attempt to find out who that hiring manager is so you can address them personally. In the first paragraph of the body of your letter, you want to state the job title that you're seeking and how you learned about that job. You also want to briefly state the credentials that you have that match up with this position and what interests you in getting this position. And make sure you don't list your whole resume at this time because they'll already have a copy of that. And for formatting purposes, you want to space down 1 space in between each paragraph. Our mock applicant Nita's first paragraph reads as follows. I recently saw RBG Enterprises posting on Indeed.com for an executive assistant, and it immediately sparked my interest. Since earning a bachelor's degree in business administration 6 years ago, I've worked in various administrative roles with increasing responsibility. It's my goal to move forward with a company where I can continue to grow in the administrative field and learn new skills. I believe that with my prior knowledge and experience, I can add significant value to your company. The second paragraph should explain why your credentials have uniquely prepared you to be the best candidate for the position. You should show how you can add value by either helping to fix a problem the company currently has or by contributing to a new project they have coming up. So for this paragraph, it's essential to do some company research. Nita's second paragraph reads as follows. I understand that your company has recently undergone a major realignment. In my current position at QRS Corp, I work directly under the executive director during our merger with IDK Inc. It was my duty to serve as liaison between the directors of both companies, communicate changes to the QRS core staff, and process legal documents to complete the merger. My efforts resulted in a smooth transition with no interruption of operations. This experience has equipped me with valuable skills that can assist with your company's change management. In your third paragraph, you want to cordially ask for an in-person interview, and you also want to thank the hiring manager for his or her time. And you can also let them know that you will follow up within a specified amount of time if they have not already gotten back with you. So Nita's third paragraph is short and sweet, and it reads like this. Please consider my request for a personal interview to further discuss my qualifications for this opportunity. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and thank you in advance. Finally, for your complimentary close and signature line, you want to end with a polite closing such as sincerely or respectfully yours, followed by a comma. If you are sending your letter electronically without a written signature, then you would just space down one space and type your name. If you're sending a paper copy, you want to space down 2 spaces, then sign your name in black or blue ink in the space above your typed name. So that's how to write a cover letter. And remember, if you haven't already watched the video on tips for writing a resume, please be sure to go and review that as well so you can write a stellar resume to go with your cover letter. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more professional development tips with me. And also, if you want some professional help personally writing your cover letter, please leave that in the comments or get in touch with me directly and we can set up a consultation together. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great day.